let's talk about it in Tagalog. Tara! Kumusta po kayo? Welcome back! Let's continue our journey in learning a beautiful language, Tagalog, the language of the Philippines. This video is the continuation of our discussion on the Tagalog root word usap, which when combined with affixes will create new words like usapan, agreement, usapin, issue or topic, pag-uusap, discussion or conversation, PAKI-USAP, request or plea, and the verbs we discussed in the last two videos, the infinitive verbs mag-usap, to talk to each other or to converse with each other, KUMAUSAP, to speak with or to talk to an unspecified person, MAGKAUSAP, to be talking to or to be speaking with someone, and KAUSAPIN, to talk to or to converse with a specific person. If you have missed those videos, go check them out. The links are in the description box below. In this video, we will talk about how to say to talk about something in Tagalog. That verb is the combination of the root word usap and the prefix pag and the suffix an. We have the infinitive verb PAG-USAPAN, to talk about or to discuss something. The combination of the prefix pag and the suffix an implies doing something concerning something. The verbs created from this combination is used only for plural subjects. That makes sense because one can't have a discussion with himself, right? The infinitive verb pag-usapan doubles as the imperative verb that is used to command or to request someone. We will use this verb in simple sentences. But before that, please be sure that you are subscribed, and if not, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification button so you'd be updated of new videos. Ayos? So, tara, simulan na natin. On to our sample imperative sentences. Pag-usapan natin. Let us talk about it. Pag-usapan ninyo. You all talk about it. Pag-usapan ninyo ang problema ninyo. You all talk about your problem. You all discuss your problem. To make the sense of the sentence more urgent, you can add the auxiliary verb or the helping verb dapat or should in Tagalog. Here are some examples. Dapat pag-usapan iyan. That should be talked about or that should be discussed. Dapat pag-usapan natin iyan. We should talk about that or we should discuss that. Dapat pag-usapan nila ang sitwasyon. They should talk about the situation. Now, let's try conjugating the infinitive verbs in the past, present, and future action. In Tagalog, it is done from the point of view of aspects and not tenses. From this verb table, you can see the prefixes change depending on how they are conjugated in the completed, progressive, contemplative, and recently complete aspects. The affixes are in yellow letters, and the white letters represent the reduplicated first syllable of the root word usap, u. Let's begin with the progressive aspect or nagaganap. This is when the action is currently happening. Here are some examples. Pinag-uusapan namin ang kasal. We are discussing the wedding. Pinag-uusapan nila ang plano nila. They are discussing their plan. Pinag-uusapan ng mga abogado ang kaso ko. The lawyers are discussing my case. We have discussed in the previous videos the adverb na, which is hard to translate but is equivalent to the word already, now, and finally. It is a word used to impress immediacy in a sentence. Pinag-uusapan na namin ang dapat gawin. We are already discussing what should be done.
Pinag-uusapan na nina June at Ed ang biyahe nila sa Boracay. June and Ed are finally discussing their trip to Boracay. Pinag-uusapan na ng mga senador ang bagong batas. The senators are finally discussing the new law.
Next, let's try the completed aspect or naganap. This is when the action has already been completed. Here goes.
Pinag-usapan nila ang plano. They talked about the plan. Pinag-usapan na nila ang plano. They finally talked about the plan. Pinag-usapan namin ang gagawin namin bukas. We discussed what we will do tomorrow. Pinag-usapan nina Marie at Ariana ang disenyo ng damit. Marie and Ariana discussed the dress design. Pinag-usapan na natin ito. We already talked about this.
If you are liking this video so far, please hit the like button. That will help the YouTube algorithm recommend this video to more people, thus helping this channel grow. Alright? Now, let's do the contemplative aspect or magaganap. This is when the action is about to occur. Here are some examples.
Pag-uusapan nila ang plano bukas. They will discuss the plan tomorrow. Pag-uusapan namin ang kaso mo mamaya. We will discuss your case later, excluding the listener. Pag-uusapan natin iyan mamayang gabi. We will discuss that tonight, including the listener. Pag-uusapan ni Tess at Anton ang pagpapaayos ng kotse. Tess and Anton will discuss the car repair. Pag-uusapan na ng mga guro ang bagong leksyon. The teachers will finally discuss the new lesson.
The last aspect we will discuss is recently complete or katatapos. It is when the action has just occurred some short time prior. Let's take a look.
The recently complete aspect of the infinitive verb pag-usapan is kakapag-usap, which is the same with the infinitive verb mag-usap, which I discussed in episode 101. Here are some examples. Kakapag-usap lang natin kahapon. We have just talked to each other yesterday, including the listener. Kakapag-usap lang namin kagabi. We have just talked to each other last night, excluding the listener. Kakapag-usap lang nila kanina. They have just talked to each other earlier. Kakapag-usap lang nina June at Ed kaninang umaga. June and Ed have just talked to each other this morning.
There's one last thing I'd cover on the root word usap and the verbs created from it. At pag-uusapan natin yan sa susunod na video. So, I will see you next time. Maraming salamat po at hanggang sa susunod.